Bam! The late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel, welcome to a new video, and today we're doing Cardano update. So it doesn't look that good right now, but it might actually be good. So we're gonna check what's actually happening. We want to see some kind of sports, where are the sports for this Bitcoin dump that's happening and stuff like that. See what Cardano has to do to actually become bullish at the end of the day. So anyways, let's get into the charts and see what's actually happening up here. So basically, in previous seasons or in previous episode, Cardano was actually going inside this rising wedge, right? So it was having a really nice run up here, and it was going the wedge, and now here it's actually breaking on the downside. So you want to know if it's gonna continue breaking on the upside, or it can actually survive this. What's gonna happen? So you can. So for that, we already see down here that we have a support down here at 1.05. This comes from the weekly, I think. Yeah, this is the weekly support. So this is a very strong support down here at the weekly time frames. These bottoms that were created here, this creates support at 1.05. So if we start going down there, we are looking for 1.05 to catch us. Right now on the weekly, we are sitting above the 10 moving average, which is actually quite nice. So this is the weekly candle. So I mean, you can go all the way down however you want to go, as long as you close above the 1.2 on the weekly, you're good. So as long as we close on the weekly above this 10 moving average, I would say like there is no problem. But there's still like 6 days until that, so I don't know if this dump is gonna last for 6 days. It's just going too fast to last for 6 days. That said, let's go back to the daily chart and see what's actually happening. So yesterday we were having a Telegram live chat, live stream, and we were saying that best case scenario for Cardano would be to close above this yellow line, this 50 moving average on the daily chart. It didn't. It closed below it, and it dumped all the way down to 1.1, but it looks like it's crawling back up, and it's want to try to get above this 50 moving average, daily 50 moving average. So that would be best case scenario if we could close above 50 moving average on the daily chart. If it does move that, do that, then we can probably look for lower targets. That said, let's get into small time frames and watch what's actually happening there. And as you can see here on the 4-hourly chart, it looks like we are having some kind of double bottom, right? This looks like sorry, I pressed something there. This looks some kind of double bottom over here. And it's very important that this holds, because if this doesn't hold, then the move down can be severe. We can go all the way down here where the previous touch was, or we can even go further down here. We want to try to find some kind of levels down here as well, just to be on the safe side, to know what we can expect. It's a good thing to know when you're going down where the support levels are, and also when you're going up, you want to know where the targets are. You know, everybody's asking for targets, but when you're going down, like, nobody's asking for supports. Everybody asking like is it now? Is it now? We have some kind of supports, and then we're gonna see which supports are gonna get a hit. So this pattern over here that's actually being created, but still 1.3 hours to go. This red candle with this red candle with this doji, and this green candle is actually very bullish reversal pattern. But if this candle will continue being green at the end of the 1.5 hours, depends. That said, this is some kind of a bottoming pattern, double V pattern. So if this holds, we should probably go further up. And to confirm that, what has to happen on the 4-hourly chart, you can see these moving averages. This the 10 moving average, 20, 50, the blue is 100 and 200 moving average. We have to get above the moving averages, right? We have to get above the moving averages. So we have to slowly get above the 10, then the 20 moving average, then above all of these moving averages, and eventually above the 50 moving averages, sitting at 1.35. It's only when you get above all the moving averages, then you can say, okay, we are now in a officially back in an uptrend, right, or sideways trend. But as long as we are keeping below all of these moving averages, even on the 4-hourly, we are actually not that bullish. And I know this candle looks very nice and it's going up and stuff like that, but that can always reverse. Even this candle was going all the way up to the 200 moving average and got rejected, and now we're gonna retest the 200 moving average again. If we get rejected by the 200 moving average and 10 and this 20 moving average, possibility to go down further is still there. I'm not saying we're gonna go there, because I'm just told you that we have this W pattern, bottoming pattern. Whether this gonna hold or not, we don't know. Everything depends on what Bitcoin gonna do. So if Bitcoin decides it wanna go down lower, maybe this will go down lower as well. Keep that in mind. That said, right now what we are looking for on the 4-hourly chart is actually this 20 moving average, because this is the actual line that we want to cross. 10 and 20 200, sure, it's important, but if we can manage to break this 20 moving average, that's gonna be the very, very important line to break, because if you don't break this 20 moving average, then it's gonna push us further down. And once we get to this, because right down here is a support right now, created by this bottom and this bottom here. So if we get pushed down into this corner over here, if we get pushed down in the corner over here, where these supports are, we have to decide if we are going to go above the moving averages or down below the support. And if we cannot break the moving averages up here, if we cannot do that, then we're going to break the support. If we break the support down here, we are going down. We are definitely going to test again this 1.05 line, where this week what once was, and probably also gonna even test some kind of lower levels here. That might be it. But right now nothing is actually confirmed. We have this double bottom pattern, but we don't have confirmation that it's over. That's the only thing. We have the W pattern, but no confirmation. And confirmation comes once we start breaking this 20 moving average. If you break 20 moving average and you retest it or something like that, you get above it, then this W pattern with this crossing the 20 moving pattern might indicate real bullishness, and that might change the entire game for Cardano right now. Also on the 1 hourly time frame, you can see the same thing happening right now. There is the line of support down here, where the previous trading was going, right? So there is line support over here and over here, and we are actually being pushed by the 50 moving average on the 1 hourly chart. So if we cannot break the 50 moving average, right now it's bullish because we broke this 10 and 20 moving average on the way up. So now comes the big test, the 50 moving average. If we get rejected by the 50 moving average, again we're gonna be pushed into the corner even on the 1 hourly, and then we have to decide if we're gonna break it up here or go down here. If we go down, it's gonna go down and test 0.15. If we go up, it's giving us a bullish signals. That said, the fact that it actually got above the 20 moving average and is going for the retest on the 50 moving average right over here, it's actually it actually looks kind of nice. But we are not sure, and we don't have any other indicators saying otherwise. Right now the only thing we have is these moving averages. We got some kind of W pattern, and whether this is gonna hold or not, it depends. So we just gotta monitor situation and see what's actually happening. I was just looking. So let's see if there are some kind of other support lines below this 1.05. Let's see first on monthly chart. There is nothing. Let's see on the weekly chart. That's the lowest actually one. Right now it's priced at 1.2. Let's see the daily. Yeah, that's a 1.2. But let's see weekly again. So we got this one over here. That's at 117. So we're gonna put all the like important ones. That will be the one. It's at 118 actually. It's at 118. So let's go and see how that looks. We are actually sitting on the support at 118 right now. We are getting actually support there. Let's see how that looks on the 1 hourly chart. Let's see how that looks on the 4 hourly chart. Yeah, so this 118 line might actually be a very nice resistance support right now. So we're gonna check that out. So is there something on the daily that we should probably be aware of? Now let's remove the wicks just to see how this looks, and give us all of the possibilities that we have. This was a resistance shoot. So all of these lines, however they are all support and resistance lines. Right now they are all support lines because we are above it. So once we start breaking, right now it's looking like we are getting some kind of support here, but then we got this 105 line, we got 111, we got also this one down here at 102. So all of these are support lines, and just like on the way up, when you're going up, you always have some kind of resistance at this level, and it all depends how this is gonna play out. All of these support lines will actually act as a support, and if we start breaking on the downside, we're gonna be looking for the first support and the next support and stuff like that. But we always have to monitor it. So I would say, just looking by the weekly chart, then that on the weekly we don't want to close below 1.05. We don't want to close below that, but it's still like 6 days on the weekly chart, so I don't think we're gonna get to that. But on the daily chart, let's bring back our wicks so we can see better. Right now you can see here that this week I actually hit this 111 line, this week hit 0.5 line. But if the scenario that I'm telling you happens, if this W pattern doesn't hold right now, if this W pattern doesn't hold, and if we cannot get above these moving averages, then these support lines down there have to be looked at. So what we're gonna be monitoring once, if it starts breaking downside, where is the support gonna kick in, and then we can look at some moving averages, we can look at some patterns, some extensions and stuff like that to see if the support is actually decent. But right now this W pattern might hold, but we still gotta get confirmation by going above this 20 moving average, and when that happens, then we can say like, yeah, that's the W pattern, this was the support. But until then, right now it's a guessing game. It's a guessing game. That said, come back tomorrow, guys, because I'm gonna do update on this. So if you want to know what's actually happening, stick around. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and also check out the links below for the Patreon page if you want to know every single day as well, for the second time, what's happening in Cardano, because we do like 50 coins every day. And check out the Telegram channel, nice bunch of people, always happy, always panicking. Thanks for watching, guys, bye bye.